Hey guys, what's up? Alright, we're gonna wind down on the great Aether Revolt season. I hope it was great for you. It was pretty great for me. Lots of stuff you can play, lots of things you can do, and something I want to try. Maybe we'll make a tradition of it, but it sounds like fun. I'm going to take a lot of the more popular decks from the season. I'm going to take them out. Just going to play whoever we get paired with on ladder, and we're going to go for the best record we can get. We're going to play until we have 2 losses. So everybody's in as long as they have only 1 loss. We're going to see how many X in 1, how high our X in 1 record can get till we pick up that second loss, and then we'll go to another deck. And I'll keep track of the numbers, and I'll put them here on the channel. Either probably in the feed, I'll post a deck and its record. And I'll try to keep track under the featured deck panel here. You'd have to refresh to see it every time, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be great. Don't worry about it. And we're going to start here with this Dimir list that I call mechanize, because it has mechanized production in it, and it has a bit of an artifact theme. Loosely based, well, not loosely, pretty strongly influenced by the top 8 deck from Steam Showdown by Yonder, so credit where it's due. Of course, a couple adjustments of my own design. This hand is weird. We don't have any artifacts to play with yet, but there are a good number. Let's check those numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 artifacts. So hopefully we'll draw one in the near future. And our opponent's going to open up with that guy. So we can kill it, or we can let it be eaten by expertise, or we can try to play kalitas into push. It's kind of a tough call. I wish I had something else to do this turn to justify not pushing it. But I think I'm going to let it live. Get that out now. It doesn't look like a Thalia deck, but you just never know. Land swing? Okay, so emerge. Somebody wants to be Nighthawk over here. Right on. I get that. Alright, we'll just yahenni's them away, I think. Or, no, let's play you first. See if our opponent has an answer. If they don't, it's just way too good. Way too good. Yes, feed me more. This is getting juicy already. This is getting juicy. Okay, so do I attack? I think I do, because once... It doesn't look like there's a big risk to attacking. Pretty much none. And we finally got an artifact. The opponent blocks with a druid. He's not going to enjoy what happens, and he gets that. He understands. He sees the writing on this particular wall. Play the land so we have black open. For the push, play the expertise. Nothing in the graveyard for the trawler, which makes it kind of bad. But it's the most mana efficient play, so why not? And yay. Zombie army assembled. Smooth Legacy has had it. Game 1 in the books. Boom. Did it. No answer to a kalitas is a sad thing. All right. 1 and 0. I have also scooped the kalitas into yahenni's expertise. Been there, my friend, been there. Next up, some crazy dude. Are you playing that black enchantment that drains? I am not playing that card. Gonti's something? Something about Gonti. Here's some artifacts. And I think I'm gonna make myself earn this. That's too early. When an artifact enters the battlefield. Oh, that's Underhanded Designs, I believe. And no, I'm definitely not playing that one. That was a card I messed around with quite a bit when I first read it, and it always disappointed me to no end. It was a very disappointing card. Just curving out, just doing everything on time is so big in the format as, you know, if you're gonna play a competitive game, it's just such a big deal. Free lands and what? Sphinx's tutelage. Oh, it's like that, y'all. Okay, I don't know why our opponent left. They obviously getting to do whatever the heck they wanted here. But let's trawl this. And I definitely want to discard another artifact. So if my trawler dies, I get something back for it. Does it need to be a vial? Probably. Don't really want to spend time cantripping against tutelage, unless you have to. Opponent goes right into tutelage trigger. Down goes mechanized production. Bummer sauce. Life's not fair. Guardians. The Guardians are here. Look, Ma, it's the Guardians. Alright. Focus. What am I supposed to do here? Try to draw something? Well, attacking with both isn't going to do any good anyway, because of them dang Guardians, so just fire up. And let's get in there. 6 lands is pretty unlikely to be necessary. What does my Aether Hub do again? I'm trying to remember what this does for mana. But I've already got enough sources, so we'll go like that. I think there's something in here that I can tap Aether Hub for the extra mana to do. I just don't remember what it is. I'll lead with you. And get you out there. We're gonna need more threats, please. Oh, where's that deck list? Kingpin, scrounger, copter, vial, enthusiast, trawler, harvester. It powers up the harvester, but you'd think there was something else. But no, I don't see it. Weird. I thought maybe it got cut. I thought there was something that you could do with other mana. Or maybe I'm just so used to running it with scrounger because I don't usually run black in my scrounger decks. Bizarre. Alright. The alchemist vial train don't stop, yo. So I think I need to try to draw a way through the Guardians. My opponent is showing me that they're Jeskai. They're a secret Jeskai deck this whole time. That's not a creature. How obnoxious. Alright. Oh, no. No, there's no point. It's not blocking anything right now anyway. Copter's trying to smooth out this insanely not great draw, but we'll do what we can. Boneyard, you can go. No use for you. Weaponcraft Enthusiast was 1 card too late, but it's all good. Now, one thing I should wonder about is sweepers. I guess if I get swept, I get back something, but it's not a creature. Am I supposed to hold this? So I can swing it with both copters next turn? Both copters and trawler, that takes him down to 2. If they're just crewing anyway. But if I draw another one, I win. If Interesting. I think I'm gonna play conservative. He hasn't done much. It would make sense if there's some kind of sweeper in his hand. He just hasn't done very much. There's got to be something in the hand. Herald. Boo. Stop milling my creatures. Okay, not what I expected. Uh-huh. You have some energy, I guess. Alright. Great. So, maybe not a bunch of sweepers, maybe a bunch of weird energy creatures in my opponent's hand. How about that? World never ceases to amaze me. Alright, so let's crew up. Let's crack a vial on... Who do we want a vial on? Well, let's loot first. Maybe we'll get an idea of who we need to crack a vial on. Maybe something will imply one creature or the other. Well, double push is fine. Another way to do it. Doing it. Sweet. Okay, so we don't have revolt. So to get it, we have to crack here. We'll say you can't block. And we'll get pushy with double striker here. And we'll get in for 9, and our opponent has 1 turn left. He hits kalitas. Boo. Hate. And a trawler. And does nothing. Seems good. He's still got fumarole. We can push it out of the way. See if he's got instant speed effects to make me regret this, but I think we just got him here. I really don't know what's going on with that deck, but 2-0. 2-0. Also, since my last question was about the deck list, you should be able to see it in the description under today's featured deck, and there's a big deck box. If you scroll down, you should be able to see what we're playing with. It's in CGB shorthand, but you can ask if you have a question about a card, what card I'm playing, or why I'm playing it, or how many I'm playing. I will probably answer bluntly, because that's, I guess, what I'm sort of known for. Game 3, Captain Crunch is coming for us. Salmon, what's your favorite card from the most recent spoilers? Well, I always struggle with the names. This hand is almost good. We need an artifact though, and we can't play our gifted. But I think I have to keep it because it's got so much going for it. Yeah. So let's see. Pull from Tomorrow. That's the name of the card. That is the card that is the greatest card in the history of cards being cards. At least since Sphinx's revelation. And it's probably too good for duels. Like I said on the forums earlier today, so we probably won't get it, but that card is the bomb. At least for me. I guess we'll go Aetherborn here. Well, which Aetherborn? This Aetherborn. It's the best one to lead off with. The XUU draw card right. Yes, that one. That card seems way too good for duels. And it's interesting that there's a perfect counterplay card to it also in Cut to Ribbons. Like those two cards, I think, reshape what a long game of Magic looks like because the decks can get to a point where those cards are just game-winning plays on their own. So that's pretty fun. I mean, if you're gonna make X spells, make good X spells, and I think they did. So I am enthused. So this is gonna be the second game in a row where we don't have an artifact on time. Anytime. Not. Oh wait, we did last game. It'll be the second out of three games because our first game was like that. Oh wells. Variants and stuff. If you really want to be certain that you'll have an artifact on time, you gotta keep a hand with an artifact in the land to cast it. Sphinx's Revelation. Yeah, that card. Whew. That card is hot. Hot fire. Well, aren't you on time? Alright. Away with you, Jace. Sweet. How about some artifacts, though? I need me some. Need me some vials, some smuggler's copters, some harvesters, some scrap trawlers, some walking ballista, some weaponcraft enthusiast, even a tezzerator. Uh-oh. Efficient construction. Here's one you don't see every day. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 copter token. Okie dokie. I guess we're gonna be up against some copters. Two fatal pushes back-to-back drawn here. Guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Yonder has started watching. Well, if Yonder's listening, and he might be watching an ad, but as soon as Yonder starts listening, he's gonna recognize some of these cards. As I was saying before most people came in, this deck is inspired by his top 8 deck from Steam Showdown, with just a couple little card swaps here and there. Play things that I was more into, basically. Oh, opponent going off, though. I really want one of those. May I please borrow your alchemist vial? My version of this deck can never draw artifacts despite running, I think, 17, 18, something like that. Look at that. That's not an artifact either. Bum bum. So do I swing? I think I do. I could also shrink his guy then swing and not trade my Aetherborn, but I don't think I mind trading my Aetherborn for that dork. Aetherborn has done its work. Liliana can get it back. If he's down to Thopters, Liliana loves Thopters. So yeah, we'll send in these knuckleheads. You drew a lot more artifacts when you played this deck than I do, Yonder. This is only the third game with it, and it's the second one where I've just can't peel an artifact. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, and it's blocking that way. Funky. Didn't expect that. What's that mean for me? I think I still have to play this. I don't think sitting on it's gonna do me any good. Ara in the house, what's up? So, Salmon asked me what my favorite spoiled card was from the last several days, and I told him. So now, someone else's turn. Somebody else tell me what their favorite spoiled card is. Interesting. Well, Skyship's a pretty good card. Skyship's a decent one. Alright. I have to keep it from crewing. That's gonna be a little hard. And I just can't seem to draw the cards I need at all. Alright, well. Liliana's super likely to die, and I need an artifact, so I think what I do here is tick down. But he'll just kill that with the Skyship. Don't have any way to get Revolt, not even close. This is actually a really ugly spot. Enchanted artifact is a creature with base power 5/5 in addition to its other types. Turn that card to owner's hand. Yeah, I can't get tricky. I gotta dig up something better. Just too little going on. Yep, missed. What'd I put in? 2 lands? Yes. Unbelievable. Oh, bum bum ba bum ba bum ba dum bum. Never return. That's a neat looking card. If we get it. Will we? Doubt it. Minotaur General. Okay, some people are interested in that. I'm not interested in that personally. The Champion of Ronas. That's the 1/3, I think, right? Let me see. I think it is. No, that's Glory Bound Initiate. Champion of Ronas, is that the Minotaur? I'm really not hyped on the Minotaur, but some people just like Minotaurs. Opponent going ham now, having his way with me. This is great. This draw was absolutely spectacular. So, yeah. 20-some artifacts, can't draw one. Top 15. Just can't do it. Absolute failure. Alright, what needs to die? I know he's going to shoot down my Aetherborn. Gonna throw a Thopter at that. Let's see if he's smart enough to throw 2 Thopters. Nope, that's all he's attacking with. Well, the good news is I'm at 31 from all the lifelink. That can get out the way. We can draw Yahenni's Expertise, and we can reset him from all this shenanigans. That's something we could do. Manglehorn's interesting. Lay Bare the Heart would be pretty excellent. It would add a different dimension to this game. Wow, a land. I mean, really? Wow. I love this game. Good game we got here. Drakehaven. If there's going to be a cycling deck, right now it looks like it's all about that Drakehaven. Maybe you are not running 22 lands. I am not. That's clearly the problem. Nighthawk likes the new 2-mana counterspell. The new 2-mana counterspell is Censor. 1 and a blue, instant, uncommon. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 mana with a cycling for blue. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. That could be playable for something of that size, which is different from the average. What's my opponent even doing here? Come on now. You can kill it with the Skyship trigger. There you... Or you can attack it, I guess. Silly opponent. Not that it's gonna matter. Just gotta draw Yahenni's again and have our opponent on no gas. And then we'll be fine. Then we'll be fine. Or another land. We could do that. That's pretty good stuff. Alright, I've seen enough. Put the first loss on the board. The deck goes to 2 and 1. And let's go again. I'm feeling green in Amaket. I think Stompy will be really good. That's interesting. Green is the color I think I have the least on the board with. Let's see. Maybe red is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Green has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so both red and green, I only have 6 cards I really like at all, which is pretty low at this point in the spoiler. But it always depends, of course, on what you're building for. New Roar the Worm is pretty nifty. You're into old cards like Roar of the Worm. Gemini, I think, is talking about the counterspell. He says as a one of it looks good. I don't know. When the format is really about curving out as much as it feels like it is right now, having those in your deck can cause a lot of trouble. Maybe your opponent can play around it. Maybe you leaving 2 mana up is a bit too much of a cost. It's interesting anyway. So this is a card that wasn't in Yonder's deck that I just felt I couldn't play without. Too much. It's just too much dorky fun in something like this. I mean, I could make 1,000,000 smugglers copters. How about that? I could make walking ballistas. They'd come into play and just immediately die. But I might get a scry trigger. Alright, double black. Not double blue yet. What are we doing? Hit him with that copter, yo. All about that copter. You know, probably the most tilting floods are the ones where they come off a perfectly reasonable hand. Like that hand we started the game with last time. It was only had 3 lands in it. Only had 3 lands in it. What do you guys think of Oketra? That's the white god, right? Pretty sure that's the white god. Hello. Now that's what I call a draw. Now this is how this is supposed to work. I get it. This is the first time ever playing with this deck I've had turn 2 artifact, turn 3 touch. In fact, this is the first time that's happened to me in this whole season. Well, I don't have the mana for mech production, so as much as I love it, it's going away. Our hand is just too good. I don't really like any of the gods. I like the blue god. I'm a big blue god fan. But since the question was about Oketra, I think it's fine. We've all flipped our hand. We're a militia captain. You need, 4 creatures total to make this work, and I don't think you want to pay 4 mana for a 1/1 warrior token with vigilance. I also think that walking ballista keeps this from being too effective. It's definitely something that is like shut down by removal, in that even though it's indestructible, the opponent can use removal on something else to turn it off when they want to. That's really frustrating and not very good for a god. That said, maybe it's more of a control card. Maybe you throw this out there in your control deck, make a ton of tokens, win that way. I don't know. I think the white god's okay. I'd much rather 4 mana draw a card and have my 5/5 indestructible flyer when I get up to 7. Now that feels like a juicy control card to me. We got our double blue now, but we discarded mech, which is the only blue thing. And we'll still toss you. Does Alchemist Vial break mechanized production on Xbox as well? Sometimes. Sometimes. It's like playing a risky game. We're going to try to save up for a bigger ballista. Let's get a non-land on top of the deck, shall we? Look at that. Look at that. Just wants me to flood. Let's hit me. Yeah, more land. Great. All right. It's unbelievable. All right, double Duskwatch. You better just pass the turn and flip those. Otherwise, well, always watching. Okay. That's an option too. I guess I'll throw a kingpin in front of it. If he has a combat trick, let's get it out of him. Yep, that's fine. We still absorb the hit, gain the life. It's fine, we just need one more turn of smugglers, copter crashing and bashing. Hello, Harvester. Uh-huh, yep, that's another one of those. This place, like both of those last 2 games, I would have flooded with 22 land. The rest is just gravy. I would have flooded with 20 land. All right, let's see if he found an answer. And that's a concession. Boom! Turn 2 copter, turn 3 touch, goes the distance. I will find my way. I can go the distance. 3 and 1. Let's see. I'll be on tilt if they don't give us any of the planeswalker removal. I won't be on tilt if they don't do that. That would be sticking with what's normal. There's no reason to get tilted over what's normal. That's just a quick way to hurt your soul. Maybe get some renegade maps instead. At least I'd have the artifacts. I really think that card is very bad. It's not always bad, but for the most part it's bad. Because then if you do need the land, you have to sacrifice it. It's a clunky card. It's a very ugly design. But you might have a point. There are times when you'd want one. Maybe there's room for 1 or 2. So that you can do things like trigger scrap trawler, get back walking ballista. So maybe that's a good call. Do you think the Liliana enchantment will see play? Liliana's expertise is 3 black for a rare enchantment. Zombies you control get +1/+1, and when it enters the battlefield, create 2 zombies. Do I think that will see play? I think it is unlikely that we'll see play. It's okay, but it ain't that good. And I can't really think of a deck that is gonna play that card. I just don't see it. I really don't see it. Not with the level that cards are at now for duels. I mean, back in the day, like if this was in Magic Origins or even in Battle for Zendikar, it would probably go into a few decks, but not right now. We should have had it in Shadows since we had almost nothing to do with our awesome zombie tribals. The Av's Enchantments deck gets more ammo? Come on, man, come on. Alright, Thing in the Ice, here we go. It's on. Yonder, why didn't you run Renegade Map? Care to weigh in on that debate? Let's see. It is weird that it's called Liliana's Expertise when we just had a cycle of expertise cards that were a lot better than that. That's pretty strange. We also don't have ways to flicker enchantments. Like if we had a Felidar Guardian, even if it only hit like enchantments, that would be pretty good. Wow, he's going to time walk himself to devour my scrounger. That can come back if I find any other creature. Crazy. Okay, well, there's another creature. Cast out is great for Abzan's Sigil Bond. Hey. All right, second Thing in the Ice. The weirdness continues. All right. Well, that makes me a lot less likely to push. Yeah, just crushing it on 24 land. Just crushing it. Yeah, get in front. I like it. Let's learn how Death Touch works. Unless he really just doesn't think he needs that thing. Bunchy says Amonkhet is going to be the best set since Khans, at least. Well, that's the optimist way of looking at it. I like your style. Let's see. Reduce to Rubble will probably make duels. I'm not excited for that card, but I'm sure I'll get punked out by it once or twice. I'm certain of that. So my opponent's discarding their shock type effects. Interesting. I should try this deck with 18 lands and 4 maps, did Rama style. It does make you just question everything you know, doesn't it? It does, it does. Alright, we got Trawler in the house. See what our opponent does next. This is not looking like an expertise game, which means we're kind of on a one-card hand. But I'm hoping that he does silly things to go for this thing, and I can blow it up. Toodles! Okay, he's a tutelage deck. Here we go. Alright. I don't really have any 6-drops. Maybe Herald of Anguish, but then I don't need to push anyway, so I can wait. Copter. What do you do? Yeah, let's shove you aside. Out of my way. And let's prioritize getting damage now. At least between trawler and scrounger, we should be able to crew this consistently. And I think I'm just gonna hold these lands. Is that the right play? No, I have 2 lootables. Let's just play one of these lands. We'll hold from here on, though. Yeah, 4 Evolving Wilds, 4 Renegade Maps, and 18 lands. Did it. It really makes me question everything about duels. D-Man style. The guy who's always, like, conspiracy theorizing about it. What's the target? Bro. He's probably gonna wheel his hand. Okay, he's gonna target the Aetherborn. Okay. Mill me. Let's do this. Wow, look at all that noise. I can't believe he wanted to cycle that hand. That's a good set of cards right there. Oh, he's hit 2 doubles in a row. That's nice for him. With all our land out of the deck, it's doubling season. Get it? Jokes. Alright. You come on back here. And what can we do? This is funny. These draws are funny. Nothing to get too crafty with. Almost thinking about expertise in some amount of my own board. But we'll hit for 6. Hopefully we can draw 1 more threat or get our other scrounger milled. I guess. Oh, we got 31 cards. Seems like the vial shouldn't cost us too much, but you never frickin' know. And there's still not a ballista down there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can get Scrounger back no matter what, so that's a play. And I think I play this land because if he sweeps the board, I can get back Scrounger, and if he mills a ballista, I can sacrifice Vial to get it back. But I do that anyway. Yeah, I can get that back anyway if the artifacts die, so I can hold this land. Alright, what you got? Nobody, what's a card that nobody's mentioned? I hope we get Glorybringer. That's a pretty exciting card. We mentioned Cut to Ribbons. Tezzerator the Perverted as appears, as he will now always be known. It's an interesting card. Never to Return. Destroy target creature or planeswalker for 3 mana. Pretty sick. Also interesting that this cannot kill a god. Kills planeswalkers without killing gods. And then Aftermath, return 3 and a black, exile something and make a 2/2. So, reminds me so much of, what's that card? Reminds me a lot of Ruinous Path, which we didn't get, so no reason to expect it. Look at this. Ballista? There we go. Enthusiast. Okay. Bring it on back, y'all. And that should do the job. Concession? 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1004. Just making sure he's not conceding to screw up my attack. Make me skip my attack phase. All right, got it. 4 and 1 on the comeback Super Flood Road. I think I'll make a swap or two. Let's see. I think we can go to 2 island, 8 swamp, run that precious 22 lands, and run 2 renegade maps. I think we'll put that to work. So props to the person who said that. Red Fury. Props to Red Fury. Probably a good idea. Let's find out. Just the flood's been unreal so far today, so gotta shake it up. Gotta shake it up a little. We'll try 2. The builder seems laggy, but that seems to happen to me all the darn time. All right, let's get back to it. Right, back to work. For those of you joining us, we're seeing what kind of X2 record we can get with some of the more popular decks from this season, at least my versions of them. So we're going to play it till it gets its second loss. Right now, our first candidate, first one we're rolling with here, this Dimir Mechanizer, Tezzerator, whatever you want to call it, is sitting at 4 and 1. Still no text search in Deck Builder. I really don't need that. What I need is a way to hide or delete cards from my collection, because I end up looking at a lot of cards I will never use when I build decks. That's just the way it is now. The more power creep, the bigger a problem this becomes. The Larsenator. All right, Lars. Let's go. There's our map. We can go get our black mana with it, and we can curve like a boss. No other interaction for the map right now, but you never know. You never know. Hit me. Okay. Lots of little threats. We'll have to get right to the beatdowns. I wonder if I'm supposed to play scroungers first to draw out removal so that copter is more likely to live. But you can also loot your scroungers, which is kind of like a bonus. My opponent is showing me a removal-ish deck, though. I think I am going to make that play. I'm going to lead on my scroungers. This just smells like he's gonna want to kill things. You gonna tell some time or kill my guy? I'm gonna get a drink while you think. What do you know? Getting pushy. Na 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 na. Getting pushy with it. All right, mana up. Let's go. Hopefully he doesn't have spell shrivel. That would be bummer. Let's find out. This deck is missing a certain... You mean Marionette Master? Go to hell, Nighthawk. Not gonna happen. That's too much fun. It's like, what? He'll run mechanized production, but he won't run Marionette Master? Yeah. You heard it here. Hello, Brawl. What could he play? I don't think he can play anything good out of this position. So now we can go Kingpin, Bear, Smuggles. Bottom. That's enough land, for God's sakes. All right. Black-white tokens, but you black instead. Yeah, that's kind of how a lot of things got. Wow. He's gonna run Life Crafter's Bestiary in his blue-black, potentially mana-screwed Sultai control deck. and he's going to leave the shields down, which means he's going to get smuggled. But how best to smuggle him? Well, I'm not attacking with these little guys anyway. I guess I'll take my 1 life. It's pretty much free. Trawler vial combos with map. Yeah, I can discard you. I can get you back later when things die. Be great if I had a ballista. I do not. I'm gonna hold back the trawler till next turn. Make sure I get that cheesy value. Bottom, please. My god. Draws a land anyway? No. For once in my life, I drew something I needed. Alright. What's that? Hapcha is somewhat disappointing. I don't know, the snake's having death touch is appealing, and the counter's double with Aether Snake. I don't think that card's too disappointing. It's interesting, easily. It's on the list. Do you like the new control-ish Gideon? I think the new Gideon can be whatever you want it to be. I'm gonna make sure I earn this win. My opponent's scooping, but I don't know if that's a premature scoop or not. I don't know their hand. I wanna play a little more. What I'm trying to say to you. All right, let's get to work. The new control-ish Gideon, he can swing either way. He's a pretty darn amazing card. Once I play with him, I'll have a better idea, as he's really different from the average planeswalker. He's just got a lot of different things going. But I think as duels in one-off land, I think he's a slam dunk in everything that's white and aggressive. I think it's done, you know? You can put that on lockdown. That's way too easy of a play. And he'll probably be pretty dominant against everything that isn't Grasp of Darkness. It's almost like it doesn't matter how it lines up in most formats. In duels, you just can't beat a 3-mana planeswalker on the play. It's way too good. Yep, that happened. Unholy Hungered. I look forward to the seals making multiple emblems. That would be something. Oh, that would be something. And then let's see. Now I don't die twice. Alright, so put a land on the bottom, draw 2 lands. Balling out of control as usual. Now what? I can't kill him yet. How disappointing. Alright. We can start making him unable to block, though. I do think I'm going to win this game out of damage. So get our trawl on. No, I don't need more of those. I know that they add up to 8, but that's not how this game's going to end. Get my map back. Thank you. Yep, sacking tokens to get my map. Gonna hit all my land drops that I didn't need. But there's that map value coming in hot. Yep, don't need that. Don't need that land no more. Got land up Got land for days. I hope we get an Orzhov Vizier? What's that? What the heck is that? Orzhov Vizier? Oh, I see. I know what you're talking about now. Alright. I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be terrible. Oh, I should have exiled that in response to the next with my scrap heap scrounge busy reading. What you can do is when he targets the gifted Aetherborn, you can, in response, go scrap heap, exile. He doesn't get the Aetherborn, you get your scrounger. Ops. Can't complain about one of the best cards ever. Are you hyped for Serum Visions in Standard? Wait, when did we get Serum Visions? Is that announced? I missed this. Is that true? I don't think that's true. That would be insane. Unburden, reduce to rubble, counter target spell, aftermath, up to... No, I don't see it. I mean, where are you getting that there's a Serum Visions? Or are you just trolling? That'd be rude. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Do it. Let's scry. Yeah. Baller. Alright, so we go like that. Let's activate copter. Just go for the really clean overkill. So we can do this, we can turn these sideways. We can resolve our copter trigger. Yes, now we can discard our map. We can sacrifice our vial. You can't block. We get our map back with the trawler. Oh, the value. The value. I was hoping for a way to make Panharmonicon broken in Amonkhet. Aren't we all? But they banned it. It was called Reflector Mage. All right. Clocked in 5-1. Sweet. See, the map works. Yeah, we did some broken value shenanigans there. We almost drew an extra land once. But hey, you're right. It was there. We might have needed it. I'm just laughing at it because it is a very, it seems like ticky-tacky, but you never know. It's things like that that add up sometimes. You never know. The new angel is busted with her. Talking to the salmon. Emmet Vizier has an angel that's busted with her? What? Y'all sure bounce around on me. I see the happy thingy, Haptra. Oh, the white-blue guy. Make it so you embalm that thing and then it can't be blocked? Is that what the angel? Is that where we're talking about broken? I think you're on another plane. But yeah, angel is interesting. If it just dies, you're in trouble. The good news, I guess 3-4. I guess that still dies to the ever-hated grasp of darkness, which is probably the biggest problem. Let's see if we can draw a land. We need an untapped basic land. Yes. Yes. All right, so we're going to go boneyard, then we're going to go copter, then hopefully another untapped land, and we touch our copter. Reach out and touch me. I like big busted angels. Yonder, that's funny. Panharmonicon with Angel of Sanctions. Pray. Once again, I think I'm looking at removal. So am I supposed to play this copter? Or am I supposed to play this Aetherborn? I think I'll still play the copter. It goes great with Tezzeret's touch if I draw the land, or scrap trawler if I draw the land, so it can dodge the removal. It forces him to leave mana up. Panharmonicon and Regal of Caracals. Yeah, man, become the crazy cat lady. Ooh, Rexaged. Boo! Boo! How dare you, Rexage, my smuggler's copter. Get down there, gifted Aetherborn. Show him what's up. Meow indeed. Meow indeed. We got double trawlers, so I don't think we've seen the last of smuggles. Light crafters. Nice. That's a play. That's a play, and it's a pain in the butt. Hub. Right? Well, that lets us hold up a push, but let's start draining and gaining on a critter. Love it. Give me some energies. Give me a scrap trawl. Let's see what you want to do, Tard Strength, number 3, with your scry. Alright, do you play something and draw a card? Are you living the dream? Nope, liliana. Alright, elves are here. Elves in the house. Don't yet have a way to kill that. I need revolt. Well, that'll do. I guess I can let him make a board and then do it, though. Show some patience for once in your damn life, Daniel. So I guess this turn we can 5/5. And then next turn we can expertise. Seems good. Seems good. Let's go ham. And now when that dies, we get back the copter and the trawler. Seems good. We about to go ham. We're gonna see why the beautiful Nambo in the deck of all the cheap creatures and yahennis is worth it. Oh, hello. Well, the good news, maybe we can draw land and push and yahennis all at once. We do have to take that thing down. An elves menace will never die. That is the truth, man. Elves, they're gonna live forever. Alright. Any land off the top that's untapped would be great. Thank you. What a perfect game. So now we do I swing first with Trolley? It's only going to be a 2/2 after I cast this. But if he chumps it, it could die. If it dies, I get back the trawler and the smuggler's copter, but I think I'd just rather have the 5/5. He might not be able to deal with that well, so we'll just do this first. And we'll play you. And now we have Revolt because of the Aetherborn bite in the dust. So you die, which makes your Huntmaster die, because it was keeping the Huntmaster alive. And, you know, hope you got a nice turn lined up. He needs a Reclamation Sage, maybe something else. Reclamation Saging the touch would be a smooth enough move. Okay, that is a Lifespring Druid. That is probably not going to save you. And he's not using the Bestiary, so he has another 3-drop. Okay, that's Anissa's Pilgrimage. I'd rather draw the card, I think. I guess it depends on his hand. What could he have? Gaia's Revenge? Aetherbasker? Godzilla himself? Opponent at 9. I think we want to Herald. We can send Trawler first. The 5/5, of course. See if we can set him up on a 1-turn clock. Surprise, ramp deck. Yeah, Ulamog. That's what's coming next turn off the life spring. I don't think he has the mana. He's 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he's going to be one short of Ulamog. One short of Ulamog. But you know those elves decks that occasionally just drop, what do they do? They just turn around on you and they drop Languish, surprise control deck. Well, this is the surprise ramp deck. Which means probably something like a Gaia's Revenge. Oh, there's a card. Found Green Nissa doesn't draw a card off the bestiary. Okay. What could be? What could he have? What can pull you out of this mess? Okay. You've got an Eyeblade Assassin. Oh, that has reach. And he has Revolt because this entered the battlefield and left the battlefield, so he gets the double draw. Unfortunately, I can sack my scrap trawler, kill it, and then finish this. Languish Elves is basically standard. Word. Alright, well, let's just make this easy peasy, I think. And there we go. Choose an artifact. Yes, I choose you. Gross, right? Synergy! Finish him. Mortal Kombat! Alright. Put it down. 6 and 1. Rolling and rolling. Could have had fog. No, yes. Could have had fog off the life spring. I should play around that more. I should just not attack. That'll keep fog from getting me. Nighthawk, fog is the ultimate, like, if they've got it card. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, the only thing that you can really be like, gotcha, if they have fog and green mana, is when you Elder Deep Fiend them on their end step, and then they don't have green mana on your turn. That's like gotcha fog, but every other time you just gotta attack. If they have fog, they have fog. I think that's part of why there's just that tiny bit of tilt every time I get fogged, because it's like, well, nothing to do about that. I guess I have to take another turn. Risk Stainless crashing on me. So somebody has the Gemini avatar in a pool of lava. What is about to happen? Looks like a prowess deck. And we're gonna be on the play. Somebody wants the fog flavor. Bravo. I guess we can keep this on the play. Weird stuff could happen. That is a lot of flavor. It's hard enough to find your way through uncharted wilderness when you can see the tip of your nose. I fear no army or beast, but only the morning fog. Our assault can survive everything else. I hate to break it to you, buddy, but your assault sucks. More armies have been lost in the confusion of the jungle mist than to any battle. That's true. Nighthawk says the flavor gets me misty-eyed. Bravo. It is too bad we're about to get Titan Strength wrecked. Yep, bring it. What else you got? Surely you have more. Nobody ever just has one Titan Strength. There it is! That's right. That's how it's done. That's how you crack them for 7 on turn 2. Show them what's up. Show them who's boss. Alright, what do we do? Oh, that's good. I think I'll run out the trawler. It'll die to shock. then maybe I draw an expertise, or do I Lily and hold it down? I'll Lily and hold it down. I think that has more upside if I draw the land, which of course I will. I flooded all day, so that's going to happen. You can bank on it. Yep, sometimes you just get got by Glory Chaser. I love that our opponent, like, either they just don't know or they have balls of steel. Look at that! Look at that! The third Titan strength. Nobody expects that. But he's just like a turn, like, into double black mana, right? Grasp of Darkness, Fatal Push, the most popular removal spells in the format. Into double black mana, he's turned to double Titan strength, my Glory Chaser, and probably scried a Titan strength to the top. That's the man we're dealing with here. That's the man we're up against. And yeah, I'm still gonna just play it like this. If I lose Lily to another pump spell, she did her job. Let's put it that way. It would be pumps. It would be yeah, another pump spell would do it because he has got that menace. I'm guessing there isn't another pump spell, or it would already be on that creature based on the pace of the last few turns. That's what I am guessing. Okay, I don't know what took him so long to play that awesome card that kills Liliana and leaves him with a Planeswalker, but there you go. Okay. Never mind, he's got other plans entirely. And guess what? He played 2 spells. So that's gonna fall off. This is so bizarre. And my opponent has no regard for any life. Life of any kind. No regard for his Call of the Full Moon. No regard for his Titan strengths. Nothing. Alright, map off the top. But let's just show him what's up. I got pump spells too. Get ready for the Yahenni's expertise punk out. Yeah, Nighthawk, this guy has no fear like a commercial from the 90s, like a t-shirt slogan from the 90s. Wow. Goes after the touch and not the trawl. I had no artifacts in my graveyard, so I get the trawler back, but then I'd have to recast it, which is why you definitely should go after the trawler there. So we figured out why White's in his deck. He's splashing Solemn Offering, probably off 2 Clifftop Retreats. The trouble we get into. What am I supposed to do with myself? Oh, he's out. He's out. It's really tempting to just go mech time. But I think I just don't care. I think I'm a long way from death. I'm still at 11. Could Fatal Push something. I think it's just better to dial up pressure on him. And there might be something better to push. We might get another Call of the Full Moon out of the deal. Things like that. So I'll give it one more turn. AI says enough of this. Gideon. Perfect. Awesome. My opponent conceded before drawing Gideon. Alright. Oh boy. What am I supposed to do now? Got nothing in the yard. I can get back a map. That's about as impressive as... That's not impressive. What am I supposed to do about this? Heal 1, trade 1, get Gideon to 1, and maybe Gideon can't attack me? Maybe Gideon can't attack me. And I get to play production, so I guess that's fine. So we'll do it like this. We threw the map in the yard so we can get it back here. As opposed to getting nothing back, of course. Now we hope our opponent doesn't, like, just have a removal spell plunk us out of this game. They've only got one card in hand. Firebird! Shit. Are you kidding? So I get cracked for 8 here? No, I do not. Opponent has no interest in plussing Gideon. Jeez, oh Pete's. I can't believe this player left. Probably gonna get smashed now. I don't have a lot of ways to stop Firebirdie. All right, let's get to this. Let's see what else hot fire he can draw. Touch of the Void. Jesus. He doesn't take out the mechanized scrap trawler, of course. Oh, God. All right. No value, because frickin' Touch of the Void is exile. Awesome. Oh, that's pretty clutch. Maybe. Let's see. I think so. Because I think now I can cycle this every turn. Okay. Also potentially clutch. No ballista yet, though. Go get... thin that deck out. Do I keep playing these? Yeah, I do. Right? What could I draw that would matter? Smuggler's Copter. But I'd cycle the expertise. Alright. Here we go. We got a game. I'm kind of excited. I want to see what happens in this one. What other hot fire can my opponent top deck? About time you drew a 5th land. Alright, Gideon's thinking about getting sideways. Infectious Bloodlust. Yes. Yes. Okay. Shut that down. Get that back. Get that back. But he doesn't have a removal, so we'll see how long this cycle can keep us alive. If he attacks with Gideon here, we get the vial back. He does. In a weird way, Gideon's keeping me alive. Yeah, only the AI could make this possible. Only the AI could do this. All right, let's scry something up. What do I need? What do I need? That'll do. That'll do. Oh no. Okay, so I can't play Vial and hold it up and play this, but I can block his critter, so I guess that's good. I guess I could draw a land. So I can scry like a land to the top, draw a land, and play... Yeah, okay. Alright, land to the top, please. You are not a land. Are you good enough? I don't think so. Raw. I wasn't specific. Okay. I guess I should have played this first, because I could have scried one more time for an untapped land. But, oh well. Now we're just trying to dodge some kind of a solemn offering. Watch, untapped land. I guess not. So I think I have to make an unconventional play. I have to keep life gain where I can find it. All right, so here's my unconventional play. I'm going to swing with Contraband Kingpin, so if my opponent does draw artifact removal or creature removal for the skyship, I do not die. So I'm throwing away this Kingpin. Good try, Kingpin. All right. Because I think, aside from something like I just described, him drawing away to get this skyship out of the way, I think I win this game if I hold on, or at least have a very good chance at it. Yep, get me that trawler, please. Oh, the excitement. So there's still plenty of exciting games to play here in Aether Revolt. Look at that. He drew this and now he gets to suit it up. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, we're going for the mech production win now. All right, Scrymy. More blockers. Still don't know if that's good enough. I think I just need higher impact than that. Because right now, those tokens don't do much. I mean, yeah, they get me 2 more scries, but do I care? I don't think so. I think I want other things. I think I want Tezzeret's Touch. All right. Nope, don't need you. That's for dang sure. All right. Let's roll. Call of the full moon would be shut down by Alchemist Vial, thank God. Hold on. Oh, I also want a walking ballista. Let me think. Don't get anything back with this right now, and I have a bunch of blockers, and he did not play a Call of the Full Moon. And I don't have a way to get this back next turn right now, so I should save it. I should save it. And hopefully he doesn't give trample to his shit. Now, is that a good reason to block like Cray Cray? If I block with 3 of these, I potentially... I think I just block like this, and just make sure I don't get punked by Rush of Adrenaline. Okay, now I will pitch you, because I'm getting it back. Getting it back 3 times over. He's going to take out the kingpin. Bring me my vials. Everybody getting that? As long as I have a vial ready, I'll be okay, even with Angelic Destiny or whatever. Resolving some triggers. Resolving some triggers. I'm gonna go take a trigger break. Bloodlust is back. Topin is out. More creatures off the top for my opponent. It does not end. We know what's coming at us next turn. Whew. All right. Produce. Or land. Awesome. Thinning is so effective. Yes! Yes! It's kind of scary to put out there right now in case he draws a way to remove it, but yes! Now we're talking. Yeah, you bring that on, Topin. You come get some, Topin. Oh, that brings back the bird! Oh, okay, I got the vial. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Can I just ignore? No, I have to do these triggers. They're not, I do not get a choice. I cannot skip these triggers, apparently. So many moving parts. Yep, you've got to attack. You get no choice. You know what that means. Exile yo ass. An end to the infectious madness. At long last. Alright. Born. One, two, sack. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Raw. Nice. Sack. Run it. Sorry, no mech. We gotta exile. We gotta go. We gotta get a little cray. You. Triggers. The correct play is winning with production. Sorry, Nighthawk. I live to break your heart, apparently. Trigger, 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 trigger. So maybe my opponent was right for leaving earlier. But man, they left when Gideon was on top of the deck, when Firebird was on top of their deck. Basically 2 cards that made me think I was a dead man. And maybe a player could have won that game. The AI, however, the AI was not ready. Alright, let's see if they can punk me out somehow. Yeah, you draw that land. Alright. Feed me more. Sure. Bring the noise. Should be like one more turn here. For this epically long game. This this had to haul myself back out of the biggest of holes. I think all I had was Scrap Trawler and Mech Production facing down Gideon and Firebird and a Infectious Bloodlust, and I was on like 5 life. It's gross. But yep. Making magic happen over here. That's what I do. Drawing them lands like there's no tomorrow. Mech Production getting its work done. The card I'm not running is Noxious Gearhulk, and I have Mech Production instead. Which is kind of heartbreaking in its own way, as that combo would be a lot of fun. But in that spot, we didn't have the mana for that Black Gearhulk. So the Mech Production really made it work in bizarre fashion. The record goes to 7-1. 7-1 is where we sit on Mech Production. And ain't that something? So what cool cards go in this deck? Let's see. Don't know if this is like an As Foretold deck. It might be. Probably not a Kefnet the Mindful deck either. Although I just want to put that thing in a lot of things right now. Pull from Tomorrow is probably only good if it continues to flood. But maybe it's worth like working the deck in a different way almost. But probably not. Never Return would definitely... get a bump. Lay Bare the Heart, you could probably run that a few times. This might be an okay. Nah, the artifact theme means you don't want a Cartouche and Trial. And I don't see anything for Archfiend. Maybe you run Planeswalker Lily. So, right now, not a lot of new tools for this deck in the next set, meaning it may be on borrowed time. Is this a good hand? If we draw a land, it's a good hand, right? Yeah, we'll keep it. I always draw lands when I need them. No reason to believe otherwise. Ta-da! Though I should probably be leading on the hubs. My opponent showed me white mana, so turn 3 Thalia could screw up my curve. Renegade map. My opponent is a believer in the map, but is that your only land drop? Well, that is not where you want a renegade map. You do not want it to be your only land drop. That basically time walks yourself. Alright, Scroungy, let's get some beats going. Renegade map finds a plains. Plains will play what? Eily would not suck. What would be scary? Selfless Spirit? Sanitarium Skeleton. Not my first instinct. Maybe it's an all one-drop deck. Alright, so we're gonna go Harvester and then hoping to touch it next turn. So for now, we'll just send Scrounger at him. See what he wants to do about that. Locks. Straight to the chumps. Land, harvest something. We've got plenty of energy here. The Aether Hubs might not be completely lame lands. And he's going to get a land off his knight, so that's good for him. Maybe he's slow rolling his lands for this purpose. That might be the case. Perhaps I am the one fooled, and a trusty companion joins the fray. Righty then. Interesting. What do I want to do? There is an argument for touching the Scrounger. Or we could yahenni's his 2 creatures. I could... So interesting. But if I get another artifact on the battlefield, I'm lining up a herald, so that could be really good. Maybe I'm just supposed to do that? Fall out with some artifacts? I think I like that. So do I play Scrounger and Ballista or just Ballista? Then one removal spell takes me off of my Herald plan. I think we'll go for 2. Just to be safe. Takes me off the yahenni's plan for a while too, but that's okay. This can be like the bailout plan. There's the removal. No big surprise. Solemn Offering, meta staple. And now we still get to Herald. Now let's see if you got Reprisal in that stack. Chooses to discard Kothafed, which means he probably doesn't have a lot more lands and maybe more expensive things. Breeding some bones. I like this. I like this. Means he doesn't have the removal spell right this minute, and he does not hit more land. Yeah, you in trouble, boy. Alright, Trusty Companion. Your text says that you can't attack alone. You can block alone, though, but that doesn't bother me. What I don't want to happen, what I want to avoid, what I want to avoid very much is this first strike. Right, let's go. Ballista comes back later, hopefully with, you know, if this game somehow drug out with when we have more mana and more things going on, so that's why I don't really mind seeing it go. So are we going to get Scrounger back, or are we going to play something else from our hand? I think I'll play the Kingpin. Doesn't get swept up by expertise, and it gets me a scry when Scrounger does come back. I like touched ballistas. Oh, yonder, that's dirty. I thought about it. I thought about it. Oh, there's the reprisal. He found it. He found it. I don't like that he'd still have a first striker to block off my scroungers. That's, I think, where I got stuck on the line that I wanted. I'm not convinced I'm wrong. Might be. I'm not convinced. Let's see. You can do touching things. Nah. Let's just keep the pressure on. We know he has a handful of spells. Let's just try to keep him behind the curve. Keep the critters coming at him. Maybe save this in case he decides he's gonna go the blocker route. Draws a card. Plays a land. Necromantic summons. He's going for my herald. Let's remember to do things right this time. Time to break some hearts, kids. And that's the play you make when they try to necro summons your herald. That's fine. Heartbreaker, you got the best of me. Alrighty. Put it in the bank, 8-1. Starting to get rolling. Our record was 2-1, so we lost our third game with the deck, if anybody's curious on how that worked. But we're going for that ever-elusive 90% win rate. The pinnacle of Magic Duels forum bragging rights. Although it's on Xbox, so, you know. So whether I win or lose here, if I win this, we're gonna pick the deck up tomorrow, and if I lose this, the deck is going aside and something else will take its place. But we'll see if we can finish at 9-1 for the day, and then I can get out the door. Yep. Seems good. Looks like we're gonna have to do. If we're gonna lose, it'll be to the AI. I wonder how assertive my deck should be on the play. Am I supposed to scrounger kingpin here? I think I like scrounger, because if they have like a turn 2 removal spell and nothing else... I think I want scrounger to eat the removal. I don't know if I've been blown away by Kingpin, but I'm happy enough. Okay, turtle it is. Alright. We're going for 9-1, and our opponent is Thriving Turtle, piloted by AI. Let's see where it goes. And yeah, we're just gonna go for the smooth curve here. We give up a few scries, but we make up for it by dealing some damage. Opponent's gonna miss land drop 3, looks like. Does he want a 1-4? I'd want a 1-4. Okay. Okay, AI. Yes! 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 It's time for the real test. Test your might. This is Mortal Kombat. The turtle deck is real. Alrighty. Come on, turtle boy. If only they flew. Yeah, it's gonna be a turtle soup. Can we get the 4th one? Or can we get the 4th turtle? Come on, AI. Thriving grubs. Alright. The energy threat is real. Yep, we're only missing Leonardo. Here they come! Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Turtles have decided it's time to go ham. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're all blue, so they're all Leonardo. Ah! Got it! We found it. AI stacks their deck. Cheater confirmed. Cheater confirmed. Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? Okay. Yep. 4 turtles. He should win. I should lose this game. I shouldn't be allowed to win this game. I haven't deserved it. The fair. What can the fair do? Fair can do just about anything. And it lets us make a big ballista, so I guess that's a good top. I mean, I don't have a way to deal with these turtles. Let's just get that out of the way. We're not gonna win through we're gonna have to go over these turtles because we can't beat them. We can't just straight up beat these turtles. We know that. We know this is real. We know what's happening. Alright, so we gotta attack with these while they have an attack they can make. We know what's up. The ground is basically over for us. There's nothing we can do on the ground anymore. This is all gonna be airborne. Opponent sees it, says he's gonna take down Scrap Heap Scrounger. Now we get something back if Trawler dies. So here's what our opponent does, right? Radiant Flames, and his turtles live. I don't know if I could take that. Oh, now the sky is getting mucked up. Look out. Might be getting real. This might be getting real. Does the opponent make Thopters, or does he pump his turtle army? Of course, the Thopters don't know. Maybe they do. Oh, no pumps. Oh, there's a pump. Okay. So you can block here and you can block here because I want my Scrounger back, Scrounger back, Scrounger back. Look at that Kingpin doing work. He's here to block turtles, man. That's what he's here for. All right, scrap trawler, walking ballista, combo assembled. Now I do not need a map, although that would be kind of silly and fun. Can't attack on the ground. Can attack with trawler. If trawler dies, what do I do? I guess I fire off ballista and get back ballista. Interesting. Or maybe I do attack on the ground. I have to push damage, right? I mean, I can't just die to these turtles. I have to push damage. We gotta swing. Gotta act like there's no tomorrow. And he does not make thopters. I was expecting at least one thopter to be made that I would have to shoot down. So this is lethal now. All right. Looks like it's gonna be 9-1. The turtle, the 4-turtle hand somehow couldn't handle us. Somehow. We do this before the scrap trawler dies, so that scrap trawler gets ballista back. In case for some reason we need to deal more damage, it will not be necessary. AI Apocalypse and the 4-turtle stacked cheater deck have fallen. Lucky indeed. Lucky that we got to see that. That's the real story here, everybody. We're lucky we got to witness this. All right. Record 9-1. Submit. That is saved for the day. And we'll pick that up tomorrow and see where we can get the streak to. Maybe I'll come back later. But for now, taking a break. Thanks all for hanging out.